Welcome guys to Camel's Creation. Here we have another episode for the fish tank. As you can see, it's very dirty. I cleaned it out recently, but with us being close to these windows and it's getting hot now, our green algae is going crazy. So today we'll be doing a filtration change. So I'll show you all how to do this DIY setup for this canister filter here. It's kind of dark, but I got the lines all routed back here behind the fish tank. We're also going to install a Fluval UVC water clarifier. It's going to be an inline UV bulb, so I have to cut one of these lines and I'll probably mount it back here in the back. That way, let me get a little light. Let's see, I'll probably mount it back here in the back, cut the line, and they'll be in line there. And basically that'll help control the green algae, and it should preserve some of the good bacteria. What I'll do is put it on a timer, maybe later on during the day when the sun is out, when it's trying to produce the most algae. And then that way, you know, I don't run it all the time, because I don't know if it'll affect the plants or not. I don't want it to take all the food. On the box it says it's okay for plants, but I don't want to run it the whole time. So we'll install that UVC light and also get this canister changed out. So I'll show you my DIY filter media. The main thing is going to be this batting here. So I buy this batting at any hobby store or something like that. I believe it's like 15 bucks a bag or something. And this has lasted me at least a year. It's probably over a year. So 15 bucks 1 year versus buying filter from PetSmart or something. The biggest thing here is to make sure that the bag does not say non-flammable. The non-flammable ones have a certain I guess chemical in there that make a horn of fish. So get coat batting, whatever size you want. I get the low loft, that way it's a little porous. And then I get make sure it says no, make sure it does not say non-flammable. So you can read anywhere on the label to look for it, but if it doesn't say it, it's not there. So to make it easier, I would just find one that says it, then that way you can see where it's at, and then make sure the one you buy does not have it there. So let's knock this out real quick. I'm only going to show the canister and the UV light. I've already done a cleaning video. So let's start by turn this guy off. I got a remote here that controls everything, because usually I feed them with everything off, so I just hit that, turns off everything. Then they kind of come swimming up top because they think it's time for food, but it's actually time for a cleaning. I always turn off my valves to my lines, because I actually disconnect this thing and rinse its head out, because it has dirt and stuff in it too. Still got the batting in there right there. So here's my biofilter media. Basically just grab some lava rocks from Home Depot, rinse them out, soak them in water for a while, and then put them in here. So you can change these out if you want. I've been using them probably for about 2-3 years now, to be honest, but you can change them out if you want. There's also some smaller ones in there I bought from pet store. Do the same thing. I don't want to rinse these rocks off because I want to keep my good bacteria, so I usually pour these out. That way I can rinse this basket off without rinsing the rocks off. But if you do, it's fine. I mean, I'm not doing a complete water change, so I have enough, good bacteria in there. I got the decor, the rocks, the plants. So if you do rinse them off, it'll be okay. This last layer here, I gotta double check, but I believe I have batting and the charcoal filter. pour this out. Yeah, she was pretty nasty. So I rinse this out. Let's see which one of these. So this is the bottom one. Okay, so the bottom one I have full batting. If I'm not mistaken, you want to do the thicker material toward the bottom, because the water comes in toward the bottom of the canister, and then as it comes up, it cleans. So the water will, or as it goes down, it cleans to suck it back up. So the water should go all down through your baskets, and they come back up through these holes here. So you want to make it easier for it to travel back up. So push your lighter stuff toward the bottom. I'm sorry, toward the top. So I'll do full batting at the bottom, which is here, nice and filthy. And then the middle, I do my bio rocks. And the top, I do one little layer of batting just to catch anything else. And the rest is gonna be my charcoal media. So I have this charcoal here, which I usually rinse it off and use it maybe twice and replace it. I just put this in last time, so I'm just gonna rinse it off, replace it. And same here. This is just more of a spongy material to catch, you know, some stuff as it comes up that the batting didn't catch. So rinse all this stuff out. I don't use any detergent or soap, of course. Just some water, the chlorine in the water will help get most of it out. So with this, see all that stuff in here? There's plenty in here, so sure you rinse this out too. I just run water through the inlet and the outlet. Kind of shake it up. I'll run some in here too. Pour it back out. Now for the batting. Well, it's very similar to filter media. Like, you can tell when you get it that it'll work. So usually I'll try to get 2 pieces at a time, 2 or 3, that way a little less cutting, because I'm going to stack these things up. You can just use this for a shape to eyeball it. So that'll be that rough shape here, and then usually I'll cut a hole in here for the water spigot thing to travel through. Then I use this same piece to cut more pieces. You can test fit every now and then just to make sure you have enough, or put it on the side. Like I said, for this hole here, I'll just kind of fold it in half, get a little rough cut. So that'll basically go right there and bunch it in. Because I'm going to go ahead and put these back in here. I got any ideas or suggestions, or if I do anything wrong, please let me know, guys. This channel is supposed to be very involved. A lot of stuff I just like doing with my hands, some things I do for the first time. And may think I know everything. So if y'all see something wrong or got any suggestions, please drop it in the comments. And I can try your way or try different ideas, different materials. So let me know. Alright, we're gonna need some more of this. Okay, this way. If you got any questions on what the brands are for anything, drop in the comments and I can go look it up. A lot of stuff I have for a long time, so I don't remember off the top of my head, but I don't mind researching or buying more to show you. So here I got my charcoal filtration in here and my more coarse sponge media. So this will go toward the top. I just put one little layer here just to catch anything else. Most of my filtration is going to be here. You don't want to overstuff it to make you don't want to make a pump work too hard. Usually I just put a few layers in here and tuck it in. To the point where it's busting out the seams and it just won't stay down, and it might be too much. But remember, once it gets wet, it will compress some. So I like to kind of have it like, you know, right at the edge like that. If it's trying to push this up, that's too much. So I put my most fine filtration toward the bottom. Make sure they're seated and make sure all your cotton is in here, because if it's sitting out the basket, it'll mess up the seals around the basket and allow dirt and stuff to go around the outside. So I'll do my bio lava rocks. Make sure it's seated, make sure your tubes are lined up. You can always pick it up and see if it's level, see if you got any media hanging out. See, it's a little crooked. It's kind of leaning that way. There we go. Beautiful. Charcoal filtration last. So I'm pretty sure it goes down. So I put looser rock and then the fine stuff to catch the small particles before it comes back up. Beautiful. That goes there to make sure it doesn't suck any media up. Keep it all flat. Don't forget your grommet. Make sure that is seated correctly in your grommet there. And usually fill up with water beforehand, that way you won't have to work as hard. But once I plug this up to the tank and open the valve, the gravity will let the water fill it up. So I'm filling up with tank water that's already have some good bacteria in it instead of using chlorine water. I'll still be adding, you know, startup fluid to the chlorine to make the water safe for the fish. So that should be fine, but I'll use tank water to fill it up. Clamp everything down. Make sure all your things are level and sealed. There we go.